today I want to show you how to draw a wolf. So how to draw a wolf howling on the moon. Well, not on the moon, but near the moon, because it's something that I love to do. I did this picture a while back in America and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to do it for you and hopefully you can follow along. You need a piece of paper that's landscape and you need a pencil. Let's go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a massive moon. So just go round to create a circle, but just do it quite a few times till you get exactly the circle that you want. It's okay if it's not a full circle. If it's a bit wonky, it doesn't matter, it's fine. So you want to create that type of shape, a circle. Then, super easy, we're going to just do a little shape like this. So if you can't do it, do you know what we could do? Let's just do, I was just trying to think what might be easier for you. Do that shape and see how it looks for you. Because it's basically like, I suppose you could look at it like a massive midget gem or something really yummy. I love midget gems, they're just delish. So you're going to do that shape, then you're going to come out, do a tiny little bobbly bit, then you're going to go down, then you're going to do like a little bit there, and then you're going to go like this. Can you see what I'm doing? It's like I'm doing it hairy. So if you found that really super difficult, you had your midget gem, and then you've got a line going up, almost like a carrot, it reminds me of. It's the little bit of the mouth. And then you've got a line that does that, but it's like a curvy line. So if you do curvy, and then a bit hairy as you go down, a little bit, then the leg. Just give it a go, take your time, and if you need to, pause the video, because it may be slightly difficult to do that depending on what you're seeing. So now we're going to do a little up bit there. So it's like a little line there, and then you're going to go down. Then you're going to create the head. It's not the head, but it's like the little bit of where the eye is, and then the ear. So his head's back and he's howling. That's why his ear is here. Then you're going to touch just under there and go. Now this is just a shape I'm creating. Could be any shape, but I'm just trying to create it so it looks hairy, because he's like a hairy, fluffy wolf. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create legs. So I'm just going to go up a little bit, across, down. So up a little bit to create this leg, across and down. Whew, it's warm in here. It's very toasty. It's a very warm day today. Then we want another leg that goes up, wobbly line, and then across. Now what we need to do is create a tail. So this tail is going to go like that, and then you've got this bit. So what that is this is the hind leg. Then you've got the wolf there. All this is going to be black, so don't even worry about rubbing out these guidelines. It's okay. What I thought would be really cool is we could do a really nice bat. So 2 little lines like that. So just draw that now if you can. It reminds me of, I was going to say Batman, but I guess it would because it's a bat. But you want like a triangle, a line, triangle, line. Then you're going to go U-shape, U-shape. Then down, down. Then on the bottom, you've got like this triangle bit, or a V. Think of it like a V. Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So this is like your bat outline. You could do 2 little eyes if you like, because they could glow yellow. That would look quite cool. And then you're just going to do bats in the distance if you want. Now the moon, if you think about it, it's got different colours. So I might just do that, but you don't have to do shapes in it. You can just keep it as it is. And then I want to do a tree, because I love the idea of a tree. So any tree you like. I'm just doing like a swirly tree. That simple. So any tree you want to do, and then I'm going to go, reminds me of that tree of life that I drew. I did a Klimt project, it reminded me of that. So it's just going to be a simple twirly tree. There we are. Just so it's kind of in the silhouette. Right, now all you need to do. You need to get maybe chalk, pastel, watercolour pencil or paint or oil pastel, it doesn't matter. Now the moon, I kind of want to do, normally it's a white moon, but I'm going to do it like a yellowy orange. Just because I like the idea of, I'm only going to outline a little bit here. So this is orange chalk that I'm using. Then I'm going to do a bit of yellow. Do you know what? I'm going to do a bit of red. Just around the outside. Now, what you might like to do is just smudge away. So you're just going to blend. You want to keep most of it light. So can you see where the wolf is? It's light, it's like it's almost white. That's a nice effect. Now what I'm going to do is, if I think about the moon, think of cheese, I think about the moon, I think about different kind of bits of grey in there. You don't have to do this, you can decide not to do it. But on the moon there's like bits that are grey and white, so it looks more like a moon if you sort of add those bits in. You might not want to put that, and that is okay. You don't have to. So there's, for example, my moon. Might do a little bit of a bit there. Okay, right, so that's my moon. Now my background, because it's a dark, well, because it's a night time, I want to do a, almost like a purpley, I'm going to do a purpley blue background, really lightly. I'm going over the tree, I'm going over a bit of the, I said the dog, the wolf, and this is just purple. Then, I'm going to get my blue. It's a bit like my top that I'm wearing. I'm going around with the blue, I'm going over the top. Okay, then I'm gonna smudge away. You could do a really beautiful turquoise with this if you wanted. You know, there's some gorgeous colours you could create for the back of the sky. You could even have it all black because that's nighttime, so whatever colours you want. It's just I don't want to do it black because I want my silhouettes to be black. So that's, I've done that super fast, not very neat, so make sure yours is neat and it's what you want. You don't want to sort of do something and think, oh, I rushed that. So just take your time. Now I've got some black paint, so look at my palette. Really super messy. So you want some black paint, make it really watery. I like to put water in the paint pot, not too much. If you could see it, it's like it's a little bit, it's not quite like ink, but I'm going to do this not too slowly, just so you can see it. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go over, and you might want to take your time with this. You need a small brush, I think, for some of it because it's super tricky. Whew, okay, so that's my bat. So then I'm going to go round. This might be the tricky bit, but it's really good practice. And it's really good practice for your handwriting when you do neat things to do with art. So if you find that you're drawing more, you'll see an improvement in your handwriting. So it's really good practice to draw. Because it's not just about being an awesome artist, it's about improving or developing your handwriting and your concentration and your confidence. because I feel really good after I've done a piece of work. It's a bit like a journey, isn't it? Because sometimes if you don't like it, you've got to just not be too hard on yourself and maybe even start again, or just think, okay, didn't like that, but that's okay, you know? Can you see how my wolf is really taking shape? I'm making him look a bit more hairier. So you could outline him first, which is what I'm doing. I really feel to go, oh! Because when you're doing it, you literally think, you know, it just looks like he's definitely howling. You could do more than one wolf, perhaps. That might be cool. So I'm colouring all my wolf. You don't have to use paint, you could use chalk. But I think because it's watery black paint, it goes over really nicely. And then what you can do is get some white chalk and go over bits if you like. Right, now I'm going to do my tree. So it's my black silhouette tree. It looks really cool when it goes into the moon. My brush is a little bit big. It's all right. So that's a very simple version of, you've got to be careful, you've got to let it dry and then go over some bits if you want to. Don't do it when it's wet. But what you might want to do after that is you can get the white pastel and you can just sort of go around him so it looks like he's not glowing, but the light's around him, and you can put the light on the tree. I'm using chalk with this. And there we have it. There we have Howling Wolf. I'm going to sign my name because I like doing that. No. Whew. There we go. There's my Howling Wolf to the moon. And you just want to maybe do a couple of them. You could literally do different coloured moons. If I was to do that again, I think I would make the sky a lot more darker, and I would make this almost like a purpley red. I think that would look really cool. So enjoy, subscribe, like and share, and let me know how you get on.